All right. Mark Henry and Big Show versus Harper and Rowan.
This isn't even a criticism of the match. I mean, we've seen this so many times before.
You can't even really remember it because it's like we've seen it so many times and we've already viewed it multiple times. And the only thing that made this different is that Rusev got the Wyatt family disqualified because he attacked Mark Henry.
Right. He super kicked Mark Henry as Henry was about to deliver the world's strongest slam. And then that caused a DQ finish. So it's funny seeing Mark Henry a part of, I guess, two different programs simultaneously, because to kind of flash forward a little bit, we do see later in the night a backstage segment between Big Show and Mark Henry, and Big Show does show concern for Mark, but also more interestingly, he says, "Don't forget our deal, Mark. We could be the most dominant tag team in history." So while Henry seems to have his attention diversified, being a part of the world's strongest tag team and, dealing with Rusev, Big Show, I think, has got that one track mind. He wants those tag team titles. So that's his latest ambition, and he's brought Henry along for the ride. So I'm interested if at any point, if these two storylines, and in a way they already kind of did tonight, but if they're going to intersect any further as time progresses. Maybe Big Show gets fed up with Henry because he didn't have his priorities straight, and it may cost him a big time matchup.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I wonder if this is going to lead to a feud between the two of them again.
Which, you know what, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I like their program, especially because it ultimately led to Bryan cashing in and winning his first world title.
See, and to me, the only way that their program would work is if Mark Henry was the heel again. And I know that will not happen because even the way they're building it now, Big Show would be the heel.
Right, because Big Show was the one that said, don't forget the deal we made. Again, his focus is the tag team titles. Yeah. In fact, I think if he had it his way and he could exert his will upon the situation, he'd probably make Mark Henry forget about Rusev. So that's what it illustrated to me. However, I'm going to keep an open mind because the last time these two feuded, Mark Henry was the heel, and that led to some great moments. One of my personal favorites, Big Show barges into Teddy Long's office, and Mark Henry's like, "No, you wait your turn. You and your heavy breathing." And then Big Show just knocks him out in Teddy Long's office while Henry's mocking him. It's just brilliant stuff from Mark.
You're just the world's largest loser.
You know what, dude? Really even thinking about these moments and having him on TV right now really makes me realize how much I'm going to miss Mark Henry when he retires. Seriously. It's so good.
I feel like just going back and watching every SmackDown from SummerSlam 2011 until TLC 2011.
You know what? I might just do that one time, Ashton, because there are times when I'll use the WWE Network to binge watch certain superstars. I've already gone back and watched JBL's title matches like he advertised.
I feel like it's probably not even available though, because they don't have every SmackDown like they say.
Well, not every SmackDown, but I could at least watch the pay-per-views where he was dominant, and
But the pay-per-views don't have the promos.
Well, actually, I did go back a while back and I watched the Night of Champions. I want to say 2011, where Mark Henry beat Orton, and then he cut the post-match promo posing with the title. He said, "Y'all haters, I ain't sharing this moment with any of you," and it was great. And then he's going to the back with the title, and he sees somebody with a replica belt. "Yours is fake, mine is real," and oh my god.
We seriously, we need to start a petition to get Mark Henry one last heel WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh,
don't even tell me that a babyface Brock Lesnar facing off against heel Mark Henry for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship would not draw billions.
I mean, dude, Mark Henry, and you and I have said it in conversation so many times. In fact, I think I said it to you again just last night. It's a shame, really a crying shame, one of the few travesties to me in watching a person's career, and I have very few of them, that it took this long to make it click for Mark Henry, because had it clicked sooner, he would have been a WWE champion. I have no doubt of that, and that could be a point of contention for our listeners. You could discuss that, but yeah, man, he was the heel, and just so great. And seeing that he may feud with Big Show again, bringing it back, it would be a shame only because we know Henry would play that babyface role, which he's fine at. He's certainly not horrible because he tries to bring similar elements from heel Henry, but it's like, I don't even know an analogy I can use. It's just heel Henry is so spectacular, and you just realize that face Henry is pretty much just like any other babyface that tries to be badass and cool.
Don't let your foolish pride get in the way of this business.
Exactly. I'm sure there are Mark Henry memes out there, but somebody could make a legitimate business off of that. I mean, just so many great lines. You think it's that easy? I've got a lot left in the tank. Thanks for the memories there, Mark. So yeah, it's interesting to see these programs intersect, because I can easily see Big Show getting fed up with Henry and him going heel, which in the shape that Big Show's in and how they've been remarking on it, if they'd want to give Big Show one last heel run in some legitimate programs, but then again, I probably would have said that a few years ago too, and he's still here, so I don't even know when.
One thing that I absolutely do not want to see is Big Show versus Brock Lesnar again, because in January at the Royal Rumble, I don't care if the Big Show's in better shape now than he was then. Brock Lesnar put the exclamation point on why he is never going to lose to the Big Show.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, to me, as far as Brock Lesnar is concerned, Big Show had lost all credibility from that match. No matter what kind of story they'd want to tell for a rematch, I just really couldn't buy Big Show beating Lesnar. Hell, even though Cena got dominated at SummerSlam, because he's John Cena, I could buy more him winning this rematch and getting his quote-unquote redemption than Big Show trying to step in the ring with Lesnar again.
Yep.
So.
Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We got another Growing Up Bella segment where Nikki talks about how Brie stole their car, wrecked it, and because she didn't have a license, she had Nikki's license and gave it to the police, and then Nikki ended up getting in trouble for it because they're twins, you see. They look the same, so Brie could pass herself off as her sister, you see. Can you understand this? Yeah. Just another, yeah. Go ahead, John.
I actually try and visualize that scene of the destroyed car, and then Bree's just like, Nikki, switch with me, twin magic, activate.
No, Nikki wasn't along. Brie stole her car.
Oh, Brie stole her. But wait, yeah, that's right, she did. But then how are they? Forget it.
What? What were you gonna say?
It doesn't matter, because no, if we do it, it's gonna be just a pointless conversation. I mean, really, are we gonna devote any kind of analysis to this?
It's TwitWow, dude. We dedicate pointless analysis to everything.
I was just gonna say, how was she able to pin it on Nikki if they were alone? But then, yeah, I think they even did explain that to their credit. So I don't know if it was the best explanation, though.
Nikki was not along.
Right, that's what I'm saying. How was she able to pin it on Nikki or have Nikki cover it up? But again, I think WWE did explain that.
Brie had Nikki's driver's license.
Oh, see, that's it. There you go. That's the explanation. And yeah, apparently DNA forensic analysis and all that other stuff isn't a thing. So,
well, no, it's a thing, but why would they go to that extent when it's just a freaking car crash? They're not going to get your fingerprints and do forensic analysis on a simple car crash. It's just, give me your license, registration, proof of insurance. And they do that, and then you move on with your life.
Well, I guess that's just Growing Up Bella, isn't it? So, there you go.
And then you're in debt because you need a new car and you're paying off junk, and yeah, just not a fun time. I personally don't know from experience, but I know someone that does, and it was a pretty hellacious time for their lives. But let's move on. This Growing Up Bella stuff is starting to seep into my brain. It's not funny. Paul Heyman comes out and addresses John Cena. We see stills of Brock destroying him at SummerSlam, and he talks about Cena losing again at Night of Champions. Not really that long-winded of a Paul Heyman promo, and that says a lot because most of his promos are long-winded.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, I think after a streak of really long-winded, verbose promos, he kept this one relatively simple. I think the highest scoring Scrabble word he used in this thing was emasculated. But still, anytime I see Heyman on my TV, I perk up, I smile, because he's just such a great personality to be given a microphone and to use it. So kudos to Heyman, really one of the driving forces, I think, of really all of Lesnar's programs that make them so worthwhile. But really what I'm looking forward to is the post-Night of Champions promo from Heyman if it goes the way we expect it to. That'll be delicious.
What do you think it's going to happen?
Well, Cena potentially taking time off. If we go that far and that pans out, yeah, Heyman's going to crow about that forever.
Yeah. And can you blame?
Oh, certainly not. I mean, can you imagine? It's going to be like just the beginning of his promos, which will take 10 minutes alone. It'll be just stringing the accomplishments that he's had alongside Lesnar as his advocate. And yeah, you could just tack on Cena having to go away as the newest feat. So, great stuff.